Hi, I'm Mike Burns. You are watching and listening to Sipping Off the Cuff on Tequila Aficionado Media on all of our channels and platforms. I'm here in Southern California. That gentleman out there is
in Newport News, Virginia, and I'm David Dinius.
Dave and I have, first of all, Happy New Year, folks, and Happy New Year, Dave.
Happy New Year,
Happy
Mike.
2021, because I don't have to be wearing a mask anymore. I can go out in public and hug people and, shake hands, kiss babies, and all that. At least we hope we are.
Yeah.
Folks, we are tasting and dissecting a brand new tequila that came just on the market. By the way, we're taping this in late October, and it came on the market probably not much sooner than we are, right?
2 weeks before that. I don't know.
2 weeks before that. It's called Baja Billy.
Baja Billy.
Don't be put off by the name, okay? All right. They have a history we'll read to you later about their off-roading. Their off-road guys, or Billy is. We don't even know what Billy's last name is. But here's the kicker. Well, Dave opens up his. I think he may have opened up his already.
Yeah, I got the cellophane off.
Oh, good.
I haven't popped the cork yet.
Let me read you the business card. Billy's business card is too much fun. It's just black and white with a lot of text. Used cars, land, tequila, manure, nails, fly swatters, racing forms, bongos, dry holes, sports cars, wind machines brought or sold, man of action, extraordinary gentleman. And then it's got more qualities.
There's more.
I want to put my name on this card. Wars fought, women charmed, revolution started, bars emptied, voodoo spells cast. I got to make a phone call. Let me. Part-time bartender, votes bought or sold. This guy's a piece of work, man. That's what I gotta say. Advice to the
Billy.com.
He reads tarot cards. Advice to the lovelorn. I gotta
call. Advice to the lovelorn?
Yeah. So it's funny. So
advisor to world leaders?
Yeah, there you go. That too. We could use some of that. So we raved about the Blanco. Beautiful shampoo bubbles. I don't know if you can see that on my camera here, but nice lingering bubbles. They stay when they're supposed to.
Yeah.
Now this is an Añejo Cristalino, and I know people. You're going, why are we going to rest these and then we're going to filter out the color?
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's not an official category that's being recognized. That's being recognized by the CRT, but it is a popular expression. Let's put it that way.
It is a very popular expression.
So I'm going to pour mine in the Glencairn and pretend that there's color in it. I'm going to pretend it's an onion.
I'm going to use the
Stossel Jarrito.
The Stossel Jarritos for the mezcal.
For the mezcal. Okay. Fair enough. I just, to be fair, I have had some. Dave has not.
I have not had any yet.
Not had any. But anyway, I want to say that for a Cristalino, the Cristalinos that we've had here on Sipping Off the Cuff, by and large, will have a slight tinge. Okay. In other words, you can tell it has been rested in something.
Yeah.
But do you see anything like that, Dave?
I see. Looks like there's some sediment or something in there.
Sediment?
On mine, yeah. It almost looks like there's kind of like some floaters.
You got floaties?
Yeah, little itty bitty ones. I think.
Are you sure? Or maybe the glass is dirty.
No, I
that glass. I know you wash it. That's interesting. I don't. To be fair, I don't have any. No floaties.
Maybe it is the glass. Maybe it's the lighting. I don't know.
Let's see. I got a halogen light here to my side, and I'm going to try and. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, it's not it's not sediment and it's not necessarily floaties. It's maybe just residual bubbles, like really, really tiny bubbles or
Yeah.
something.
I don't know.
I don't know,
It's got
but I know.
nice legs and tears.
Yeah, the lakes and tiers are still beautiful.
Mine's getting a little more action than the Blanco, I think.
Yeah, yeah, they're in distillation. There's a natural some natural glycerin does occur, and I'm not sure. Do we know what barrels these are aged in? Are they telling us?
What type of barrels?
Yeah.
I do not. I don't know if it's on there.
I'm going to confess something a little bit later on, but I want to just point out that as compared to the Blanco, and I have my Blanco here. I don't have a lot of it. Yeah, there's a slight tinge. There is a little. It's just a hair of a difference.
Okay.
But not by much. Not by much. And as Dave said to me off camera, he nominated it for packaging as well, but you have to read the label because the packaging is identical. So unless you know by the price or not, when you look at it, you're going to ask
it's
for the
just right there where it says Blanco and Anejo.
Yeah, that's the only distinguishing mark on either bottle, and I get why that is. Of course, they're a startup brand. They're trying to be as cost effective as possible. I understand that. So, buyer beware. Whatever you're wanting to purchase, if you want to try the Blanco or the Añejo Cristalino, make sure you pull the right one off the shelf, so you're not disappointed when you go home.
So you don't get the sticker shock on this one.
Yeah.
When you think buying a Blanco.
I love those lakes and tiers. Those are beautiful.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, so what do we got on the nose here? Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, there's the sweetness.
Wow.
Kind of a fruit. It's kind of a fruity.
Yeah. Like stone fruit, like plums and
yeah.
It's not a dried fruit like you do with I see your Dom Polar up there, and that's more of a drier fruit, kind of like raisins or cherries. Is that what that is, Dom Polar?
Up over here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Dom Polar. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of surprising because the Blanco, we got the citrus.
Right.
And this one, we're getting stone fruit.
And the sweetness I'm getting too, this has to be from the barrel, but it's almost perfumey.
I haven't. This is like a new smell to me here.
Okay. I can tell you, like I said, later on, I'll make a confession to Dave. I don't want to influence anybody, or it's got a beautiful nose. Don't get me wrong. The aroma is sweet on the nose. It's like a powdered sugar, like a stone fruit, like a plum, like a like fresh fruit as opposed to dried fruit. I don't get any agave though, like we did. There's no citrus like we did with the
no. I'm getting a little of the wood, yeah. A little of that's coming through, but not like I would expect.
Well, I think what you're smelling is wood, and I'll clarify that for you once we taste it.
Okay.
Or at least I'll try to clarify it and see if you buy it. All right. We'll see if you buy this theory of mine. All right.
Okay.
Are you ready to dive in? You want to give it a shot?
I'm ready to taste it.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Get a little of the sweetness up front. On the back end, I got the spice. There's just, I can't quite put my finger on it. It's driving me nuts.
Okay. True confession. Okay. True story. Hashtag. uh, when I did open these, I had the Blanco one night, and then the next night I fell in love with the Blanco. Blanco's spectacular, great Blanco. The Añejo, and to be honest, when I just drink, whether it's a new tequila or if I'm just drinking, I don't use my tools. I don't use a Glencairn as a rule.
Right.
I use a snifter, just any snifter. I got a ton of snifters. When I moved, I cleared out a storage unit in New Mexico on my way to California. I threw away glassware. I didn't know I had that much glassware. Anyway, I had plenty of snifters, so I have a snifter. And I thought, wow, this is really sweet on the nose. And it's almost too sweet. Okay? The last time I tasted something this sweet, and it was more añejo, there was no Cristalino involved, was another brand that I think it was Sparkle Donkey.
Sparkle Donkey.
Sparkle Donkey, the sweetness on the Sparkle Donkey. Do you ever go to the supermarket, folks, and you know there's big bags of sugar, and you accidentally drop one, and it bursts open, and you get this puff of sugar gas in your nose, and you're going,
what you got?
Oh! You get to snort sugar, and that's what this reminds me of. But I wanted to give it the benefit of the doubt. Okay, so I'm telling you right now, I don't know if it's for me that I care for so much sweetness on the nose and on the flavor profile. It drowns out the agave. There's no agave here.
No.
What do you think, Dave? What are your immediate thoughts on this? You don't have to like
Blanco. I'd rather have the Blanco.
Yeah.
I really would. I'd rather have the Blanco. The Cristalino, if it's something they're doing to it through taking out, making it the Cristalino, I don't know. If it's something they're doing, some magic, I don't know.
See? You are getting better. Okay.
Yes.
Again, true confession number 2. As I tell people, and I've done it before, and we tell people on our Catador course, the consumer Catador course, don't wash your tools right away. In other words, if you enjoy tequila,
let it sit overnight.
Let it sit overnight, right? I advise you, Dave, don't wash that tool. When you're done with it,
okay.
Let it sit there and then sniff it in the morning. And I will tell you that when I did that with my snifter in the morning, the smell was as prominent as it was when there was liquid in it. Most often when you do something like that, the wood notes have faded. Maybe not completely. It just depends on the barrel that they're resting it in. If it's a heavily charred bourbon barrel, if it's a extra añejo that's 5 to 7.
You're gonna get that.
Yeah, it's gonna but you're gonna get more of the wood notes. I swear to you that the smell and the aroma was almost as if I had to look at my snifter and go, do I still have residue in there? No, it was dry as a bone. But when you smell the glass, the fragrance stuck to the glass. Now, there are 2 reasons that this could be. Number 1, it could be that I thought when I was tasting it that this could be French oak.
Okay.
That they're resting it in. Because French oak, by and large, tends to be sweet. You get some of the chocolate notes. I wasn't getting any chocolate, though. I wasn't getting any dark chocolate. I was just getting the sweetness that you get in a full-blown añejo.
Right.
Like a Cava de Oro or a Don Alberto or something where where the sweetness is coming from is from a French oak.
Right.
But it's the sweetness is one-sided. It's not a multifaceted sweetness. I'm not getting any wood notes. I know you're confused, and I can tell you're confused because you're not sure. Well, you're not sure what it is you're tasting.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm smelling here. It's
I have smelled this smell before, like anything, from like a Cava de Oro or anything coming out of Puerta de Hierro. Their tequilas lean toward the sweet side, but they spend a fortune on French oak barrels.
Uh-huh.
So it's a lot, and virgin French oak. They're not using the used stuff. So this smells like initially to me smells like a French oak barrel. But the next day, okay, it was just as pronounced. Like it hadn't faded at all.
I will try it.
Well, off camera tomorrow, you text me. Let me know what you think. All right. Now, the other reason is it could be enhanced. In other words, it's got 1% of additives. It is allowed by the normas. I know there's a big deal going on about additives in your tequila. You know what, folks? They've been putting additives in your tequila for years, okay? This is nothing new. Some people won't tell you the truth. Some people, keep their recipe. Some people, it's part of their recipe.
Right.
And that's cool. We go through it in much more depth in the Catador course. If you're interested, you can purchase the course online through our website. But anyway, I would like to believe that if the master distiller, and I'm not sure who he is, I know that Jose Aceves that distillery is one of his favorites, and he uses it frequently for his clients. I'm not sure if Baja Billy is one of his clients. They could have gone there independently of him and used somebody else.
Doesn't say on any of the paperwork we got. So
right. The other Cristalino that I have had that I know comes from Jose Aceves is Penta. That is a superb Cristalino, and it is not as bright or sharp as this one.
Right.
Now, that's not to say that this is a bad thing. Okay? You guys might like this, but I got to be honest, Dave.
It could be a gateway thing, too.
Yeah, this could be a good gateway for Cristalinos. If you're not sure about...
Because we're not getting the big tequila burn. I mean, just for newbies. I'm not getting the tequila burn. It's very, I hate to throw the word around, smooth. It's easy to drink.
Well, yeah, it's extremely approachable.
Yeah.
Would I approach it? Not after having it. And I can tell you, I think Dave and I are both in agreement that after the Blanco, we are a little bit disillusioned with the Cristalino.
Yeah.
And for those of you who have not had a Cristalino, some of them are well made. Some of them are just gimmicks. Some of them are being re-aged. Oh my God! Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started. This one, unless they tell us, and their information doesn't tell us what it's being aged in.
No, it isn't.
It's very. I will say that the aroma is very one-sided, and even in a Cristalino, your aromas are also a bit muted because the filtration system allows for that, right?
Yeah, it still takes out.
Right.
I mean, you're still filtering. They say just the color sometimes, and it's like, no.
But this smells like it's still an añejo, only like I got gypped because I don't have color.
It has. It does say though that it has been triple filtered.
Right. Well, it's triple filtered. I can't, in all honesty, rate it as a brand of promise. I will say that you're right. I don't know. What do you think, Dave? Are you in agreement with me?
I'm in agreement with you.
Okay.
The Blanco, that was outstanding.
Stellar.
Good tequila there. This one, I don't know if it's just being persuaded by it's a Cristalino, but my taste bud's saying this ain't right.
See, trust your taste buds, ladies and gentlemen. The bottom line is you trust your taste buds. If it's not ringing true, because the Blanco is such a straight shooter. It's a straight shooter.
Yeah.
But this añejo, this Cristalino añejo. And Dave, again, do me a favor. Don't wash that glass tomorrow. Pick it up.
I'll let you.
Yeah, let me know. And here's the other kicker too. Here's my third confession. The next day, because I didn't wash the snifter, it was time to enjoy a drink of something else. So I poured something else in it. I didn't wash my glass. Dude.
No.
It reactivated. It's like the smell that won't die. It's like this zombie tequila now. Because I gotta say, until I drank most of my next sample the day after, it's like the smell, and it, of course the tequila I had was not any of these, and it fought. It's like I fought for attention in the new. I created this whole new flavor brand, profile. So that's what led me to believe that perhaps this one has enhancements, or if you want to go further, adulterations, or just it's got additives. It's just got additives in it.
There's something.
So until I know for sure, I'm gonna withhold any kind of. I can't in all honesty give it a thumbs up. But if you folks are watching us on YouTube, or if you've had it, shoot us an email. Let us know what you think, because maybe in Colorado this is what's going. It's what's happening. And again, like you said, Dave, this could be a very, very reputable gateway to Cristalinos.
It could, and tequila in general. I mean, if somebody's like, it's harsh, it's bitter, no, give them a little of this. They'll be able to, like, oh, okay, it's not so bad.
Yeah, it's some of the stuff that we're saying could be going completely over your head, folks, and that's okay. That's all right. But we've done enough of these, and Cristalino being a controversial expression. Some people want it, some people don't want it, some people think it's a gimmick. It's the idea started as a great idea, but then the process to make a Cristalino has become bastardized, or it's been improved. So until I hear otherwise, I'm going to abstain from making any kind of real decision on giving it a brand of promise. But that Blanco, brand of promise all day long.
Yep.
So.
And of course the packaging.
Yep.
I love the blue bottle. I love the label.
Packaging. So it's and I love their simplicity. They are going the small batch way.
Yes.
They're doing it, number one, because it's a great catchphrase, but number two, they're doing it for to be cost effective as well, because, a startup brand has a lot of these unforeseen costs. I get it. I understand it. Kudos to them for thinking ahead. I like it. Like where they're headed. I think they could be headed in the right direction. But anyway,
don't know about the Cristalino.
Yeah. What's our price point before we sign off here?
$60.
$60. Okay.
$59.99.
Yeah. So you folks try it out. Let us know on the comments below if you're watching us on YouTube. If you're listening to us on Spotify and all those other where you download podcasts, iTunes, please let us know. I'm Mike Morales here in Southern California. Dave Dinius, you're where?
I'm in Newport News, Virginia. And yes, I am Dave Dinius.
Yeah. And you've been watching and listening to Sipping Off the Cuff on Tequila Aficionado Media on all of our channels. Don't forget to subscribe wherever you're watching, and whatever you do, tomar sabiamente.
Sip wisely.